Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a complete guide for anyone thinking about moving to one of Tennessee's most interesting suburbs, Oak Ridge, also known as the Secret City. So let's just kick things off with a question that I think a lot of us ask when we're looking for a new place to live. Are you trying to find a place that's, a little different from the typical suburb, somewhere with a real story?
Well, that is exactly where Oak Ridge comes in. I mean, this is not your average town. It was literally built from scratch, in secret, during the Manhattan Project. It was a planned community designed for a single, top-secret mission. And that incredible history has given the city a character you just won't find anywhere else.
Okay, let's get down to brass tacks, because for any move, the first thing on your mind is probably the bottom line. What's it really going to cost to live in Oak Ridge? Well, the guide we're pulling from points to some pretty serious perks here. First off, property taxes are a lot lower than in most of neighboring Knox County. Big plus. Also, the city owns its utilities, which usually means your electric and water bills are cheaper and more predictable. But the real game changer might be the houses themselves. You're just getting more bang for your buck, more space, inside and out. So, what it all boils down to is this. Your budget just goes further here. When you stack it up against hotspots like West Knoxville or Farragut, the value is undeniable. It makes Oak Ridge a fantastic option for pretty much everyone. First-time buyers, families, you name it. All right, but it can't all be perfect, right? Every city has its trade-offs. And what's great about this guide is that it's totally upfront about them. So let's take a look at the other side of the coin. First thing to think about is the commute. Now, it's a super easy drive into Knoxville. We're talking 15 to 25 minutes, which is nothing in most places. But you're not 5 minutes from downtown. It's a small thing, but definitely something to keep in mind. Second, the houses. A ton of the homes in Oak Ridge date back to the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now, that means they have incredible character, solid construction, good bones, But it can also mean they're ready for some modern updates. So you might want to have a little renovation budget set aside. And finally, the nightlife. Oak Ridge is a peaceful place. It's quiet. If you're looking for bars that are open late in a bustling downtown scene, you're probably going to be driving into Knoxville. But honestly, for most of the people who live there, that's not a bug, it's a feature. They love the peace and quiet. So how does Oak Ridge actually stack up against the other popular suburbs right next door? This is where you can really see what makes it so unique. Let's put it head-to-head with Hardin Valley. Hardin Valley is all about that new construction, and the schools are great for sure, but they can get crowded. Oak Ridge gives you that same top-tier school reputation, but often with smaller class sizes, plus beautiful, established neighborhoods with big trees and way less traffic. And then you've got Farragut. The main difference here really comes down to price and vibe. Farragut is known for being upscale, with high-end shopping and the price tags to match. People often pick Oak Ridge because you get fantastic schools and community, just without all the traffic, congestion, and luxury price premiums. And if we zoom out and look at the whole area, you can really see how Oak Ridge carves out its own niche. Compared to places like Powell or Carnes, it has this incredibly strong economic core built around science and technology. It has way more amenities like trails and pools than Clinton, and it's a much quieter, more relaxed alternative to living right in the heart of Knoxville. Okay, so we've talked numbers, we've talked neighbors, but what's the actual vibe? Beyond all the comparisons, what's the secret sauce that really makes Oak Ridge special? According to the guide, it really all rests on these 4 pillars. First, it has some of the absolute best public schools in Tennessee. That's a huge draw. Then you have this amazing outdoor lifestyle, a world-class science community that attracts people from all over, and a really tight-knit, engaged local community. And when you put all that together, you get what we're calling the Oak Ridge identity. It's this really cool mix of small-town comfort and safety combined with the brainpower and energy of scientific innovation. I mean, having giants like the Oak Ridge National Lab and Y-12 here just creates this stable, diverse, and really interesting culture. And you don't have to take my word for it. When you listen to the people who actually live there, this is the kind of stuff you hear all the time. This quote just sums it up perfectly. It's peaceful, it's friendly, it's safe, but it's also packed with opportunity. So, after all that, we get to the final, most important question. Is Oak Ridge the right place for you? This little guide here really makes it simple. You should definitely put Oak Ridge at the top of your list if you're all about quiet neighborhoods, getting outdoors, amazing schools, and job stability, especially in science and tech.
On the flip side, if your must-haves include a hopping nightlife, a constant city buzz, and brand new homes, you might be happier closer to downtown Knoxville.
And really, that's the city's superpower, balance. It gives you that peaceful, community-focused life that so many of us are craving, but without making you feel isolated. You've got easy access to everything a bigger city offers just a short drive away. It's kind of the best of both worlds.
So we'll just leave you with this final thought. A city that was literally born from one of the most innovative and world-changing projects in history has now become this amazing community known for education, nature, and stability. So, could a place that was built for the future be the perfect place to build yours?